Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I have been asked by a lot of people regarding the failure in UPSC exam and ideally what to do after one has failed attempts and how to restart your journey or how to go ahead facing the next attempts when there has been a failure. Now, this is often a very less talked about issue or a scenario, but then I feel it's very important to discuss it because somewhere or the other, there are many common factors which can help you find out what has been the fault in your preparation and what is generally are the mistakes made by people and how can you eliminate them to like give your best, give your maximum, give your best shot in the upcoming attempt so that you're able to reach to your destined place. So here I'll be discussing a few factors which I feel people generally make a mistake and after a failed attempt, if on these lines if you think and analyze, you might be able to reach to some thoughtful conclusions. So let's begin. The first thing I would say is that there will be a basic issue in the strategy itself. So you have to identify what is that mistake in your strategy that you're committing. For example, मेरे हिसाब से I think in my first attempt I did not give enough focus on CSAT to an extent that it would help me qualify. So I had focused on it, but then if I am weak in say, weak in a particular area, I need to give extra focus to it, which I did not give. So that way, that's a strategic mistake that you made. Like not emphasizing or not giving focus on every aspect of the examination is a very big strategic mistake. तो ऐसे करके आप भी कुछ ना कुछ स्ट्रैटेजिक मिस्टेक किया होगा। जैसे कि कुछ लोग जो है वो ऑप्शनल के लिए उतना टाइम नहीं निकालते, देन व्हेन दे हैव क्वालिफाइड द प्रीलिम्स दे आर लाइक दे नीड टू स्टार्ट द प्रिपरेशन फॉर मेंस including optional from then and there only. That's an important mistake that everybody makes. So you need to be pre-prepared for the main examination even before writing your preliminary examination is what my humble suggestion and perception is about this journey. So such scenarios are strategic mistakes that people usually make, so I would encourage you to avoid that. The second thing is that while answering prelims questions also, you have a high chances of increasing your negative marking by like careless mistakes and things that you don't want to do. You try to answer all the questions, etc., which increases your negative marking. And what happens is that for all the brownie points you've gotten for the the right answers that you have made, you're increasing your negative marks and reducing the advantage that you have. So you have to be very careful and be very planned when you are answering. Whatever your questions you're very sure of, please answer them. And if it's the question is very difficult and it's difficult for you to reach conclusions, please reduce your scope of attempting it so that the negative marking is also kept at bay. The third thing you can do, or what people usually do as a mistake, is that they do a lot of mock tests. They take up a lot of practice tests from the coaching institutes, but they often forget to analyze the previous year questions. तो मैंने भी आपको बोला था, I had discussed few previous questions of prelims with you as well in a particular video, but it was like that I had analyzed each and every question in the past 10 years of preliminary examination before I went to attend it. And even in the day before the examination, I think that is what I was going through a lot of times because I wanted to familiarize with the language of UPSC, the way they are asking questions, and also regarding the amount of attention that has to be given to their options and how to analyze them, etc. So please try and do that. Now the next thing you can do is not to focus too much on the current affairs part, because what happens is that there are people who give a lot of focus on current affairs and they will not get the adequate benefit from it, and that can be a big problem. the cost benefit of current affairs is very, very low in UPSC. So even in fact in my first attempt, I think I'd given a lot of focus on current affairs, and I realized that that much is not necessary. Basic things you do, newspapers, one current affairs magazines, etc., is perfect. But then when it goes beyond, it becomes unnecessary. So try and avoid that. That can be a mistake you have made. Then in the mains also, answer writing, focus on quality. People try to fill up pages but not giving enough quality to the answer. So ensure that quality is as important as quantity, and that way you will increase your score of GS answer writing. And not giving focus on optional is a common mistake everybody do, but optional is some sort of an area which is giving you an advantage over others. Because in GS what happens is that everybody scores almost similar marks, and where you get an edge is your optional subject. So if you have an added advantage over there, please make use of it. Now, when you have faced a failure, don't force yourself to immediately start with the preparation again. You have to give yourself the break, the necessary thought, the analysis that you need to do to get to an idea that how, when, and what way can be utilized for you to improve your writing. So please try and do that, and also understand that we are not perfect people. So even if I've told you before also that everybody who comes into the preparation wants to qualify it in the best attempt, but that doesn't happen all the time. You can give yourself one or two chances, if not all, but then whatever mistakes you make, we all learn from it, we all go on to learn from it. So never be hesitant to learn. And also, I have talked about this quite a number of times in other videos, like with the need to have a plan B. So even when you're preparing, you can focus on your plan B. You can study for something parallelly. I did my master's parallelly with my studies, so with my preparation, you can do that. And also, you can work while studying. I've always encouraged people to work, because that's a different sense of security that you get. So you can do that. And also, definitely give a fixed number of attempts. Fix it, limit yourself to a fixed number of attempts, so that you don't be in the gray waters, and you are unable to give yourself a timeline and focus. So limiting yourself to 2 or 3 attempts is really, really a good strategy. You can use that, and so that you can move ahead in life. You can use different other opportunities as well. And immediately whenever you have faced a failure, you can start reworking. You can analyze with your mentors, your friends, or with yourself, as to find out the mistakes. Definitely find out the errors that you have made, the mistakes you have made, because without that analysis, it's very difficult to go ahead. And also, UPSC gives you these mark sheets. So for example, for prelims also and mains, we get the answer, we get the mark sheets of our scoring, which is a good reference point for us to move ahead and solve our things better. So please analyze them, which areas, which subjects you need to give more focus into. Please analyze that. That will be really, really helpful. So these are the things you can use to analyze your failed attempts. What to do after failed attempts is $1 million question, but I think there are very few answers to it. But then on these lines, you can think if it's a strategic mistake, whether it's a careless mistake, etc. Please analyze that. And definitely your inferences that you receive will be really helpful. Whether it's yourself or somebody else who is helping you find that out, please utilize that and go ahead. I'm damn sure that we all make mistakes, but to learn from it, to improve on it, and then to give a best shot is truly very important. That gives you immense satisfaction from your end as well. So that's what I have to tell you. So I hope it will be really helpful for you. So apart from this, if you have any queries, please let me know in the comment section. Also your thoughts on the preparation journey. So until the next video, it's a goodbye. Thank you so much.